Where's my money? I'll get it. I'll get it. My neck, Tony. And what do you think I'm a No. Huh? No, Tony. I can't hear you. No, please. Tony. You got 24 hours.
Well, I think they call this kind of a union offer too good to refuse until you try, and, well, you can't. Now you know the plight of some Michigan teachers who want out, and now at issue, their union wants them to stick around for a while, up to 10 years a while. Ahead of Michigan's right-to-work law that kicks in this month. Can unions actually force this kind of thing? My next guest with the group suing to make sure they cannot. Trying to stop the union is attorney Vinnie Vernuccio, the American Federation of Teachers in Michigan, by the way, before we get to him, putting out this statement that these contracts were negotiated between the school district and the union. They were ratified overwhelmingly by the school board, the Federation of Teachers. It's totally 100% legal. Is it, Vincent?
Hey, Neil, thanks for having me on. And it's actually my colleague Dirk Wilcox over the Mackinac Center that's heading this up. He's doing a fantastic job. But what you're seeing is the unions trying to make an end run around the intent of the legislature and get these contract extensions in before right to work goes into effect on March 28th. And they're trying to grandfather these clauses in. So union members are essentially stuck in dues purgatory, stuck paying these union dues and not getting their rights under right to work for 10 years.
So a lot of the people have told me, I haven't seen the copy of the labor contract a lot of these folks have, but that it's in the fine print, you know, when very few people read that, but in the event that you want to leave the union or whatever, we have the right to extend your stay here, blah, 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 blah. And that they signed on to that, and there's no way guys like you could stop that. What do you say?
Well, in this case, it's not even in the fine print. What the union did was something completely unprecedented. They actually have a separate contract ancillary to the original collective bargaining agreement, so the thing that sets wages, hours, and working conditions, just for locking these workers into 10 years of paying forced dues. So that's really the rub, and that's where I think the union's going to get tripped up because, Neil, there's a thing in contract law called consideration. That says that each side has to get something and give something up to have a valid contract. In this case, the workers are getting, or the union is getting, 10 years of forced dues, and the only thing the workers are getting is the privilege to be forced to pay those dues till 2023.
Now, we should explain to folks, Vinnie, that what's at stake here in Michigan is the right to work. You have the right as an employee of the state, whether you want to be in union or not. Now, if you're the union and you say it's such a good deal to be part of the union because we'll get better pay packages for you and the like, it would be an honor to stay with it, whether it's for 1 year, 10 years, or 50 years. You won't bat an eyelash about it. But obviously the union is concerned people are going to look at this and the dues they're paying and what they're getting for the dues they're paying and come to the quick conclusion, ain't worth it, ain't worth the money, ain't worth the aggravation, ain't worth the strong arming. And that's why they're doing this, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you might as well call these things union insecurity clauses instead of union security clauses because the unions worry that once workers are given a choice, and that's really all right to work is, it gives the workers the choice of whether or not to pay a union and still keep their job, that the unions worry that once they have that choice, they're just going to say, forget it, you're not representing me, you're not doing a good job, and I don't want to pay you. And in fact, a lot of workers, they look at the union's politics, and by the way, this union wasted $125,000 on a failed constitutional amendment, and those workers look at it and say, hey, you're not representing my values, you're wasting this money. It's not worth my time or my money.
And let them decide. Let them. They want that.
Exactly.
They like that campaign. Then that, for all reasons, have at it. Stay with it. But you don't like that. It's free choice. You decide. Vinnie, thank you. Always good seeing you.
It really is.